So, well, it's great to meet you. I love your story.
Oh,
And
thank you.
yeah, and I want to begin before we get into how you evolved to this point with fitness and what you're doing by asking you 4 years ago, this pandemic was quite a thing for all of us to figure out how are we going to get through it, just everything that it did to our lives. How did you make it through that time period, and how did it change the way that you do things now?
Okay, let me see here. Yeah, it was especially for well, for all of us, it was a big change. But I'm with my the way I am, I love change. I love change. I don't know why, but I love change because I always know that something good will come out of it. That's my attitude.
Yeah,
But anyways, it wasn't good for a lot of people. But for me, it was I was really busy teaching in nursing homes. That's what I do. I teach in nursing homes. I teach seniors how people in nursing homes how to get stronger. I work with people with dementia. So my business was closed down the first because the nursing homes were closed down right away. But for me, it gave me a chance to um, write a instructional manuals to because what I do now is I certify people to teach what I do. So it gave me a lot of time to do that. So for me it was good. It was good for me. I enjoyed the time to do all that work because it's a very tedious type work to do.
yeah,
So I got that accomplished. And so it was good for me because now I'm certifying people to do what I do. Because what I do is I go maybe 3 hours a day, I'll go into assisted living centers and teach them how to weight train. And they're really getting stronger, which
yeah,
is really great. Yes. So
yeah.
it was pretty good for me.
So, as a pioneer in weight training, I want to get to the crux of what you do every day for a living. I'm going to put you in front of a bunch of third grade students. It's career day, and one of the curious kids says, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" How do you answer that child?
Okay, that's a good question. I would tell them that I teach them how to get strong and I teach them how to grow their muscles and how to get strong and how to become more confident from getting stronger. And I'll teach them that the weight training is not only going to make them stronger, but it's going to make their bodies look good and um, also be healthy. It's going to help with their health. So I'm just going to just promote, tell them how weight training is so important for them.
So, what did you want to be in the third grade? What was your dream?
What was my dream in the third grade? Boy, oh boy. Uh, I'm not really sure. In the third grade, not really sure. I'm not really sure what my dream was back in third grade. I always, I like music. I always wanted to be singing and dancing. Yes, I
Okay,
love that's what it was.
okay.
Singing and dancing, yeah. Hmm.
So, what was the first live music show you saw that blew you away?
Oh, Gypsy Rose Lee. It wasn't live though.
Yeah,
I love Gypsy Rose Lee. I love that I love when I was a little girl. I loved that. I don't know why, but I did.
yeah. So let me ask you this. How did the seeds get planted in you to be an entrepreneur and to be into fitness and to help change people's lives? Take me back to where you were born and raised and how those seeds were planted that evolved into what you're doing today.
Okay, well, I'm very blessed because my dad, he was when he was 16 years old, he was real skinny. He went to the doctor, and the doctor told me to always be skinny, but he took up weight training. He read every article and got the Joe Weider magazines. Have you heard of Joe Weider
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
Yeah, so he got the Joe Weider magazines and he got a group of guys together and they start lifting weights. And then by the time he was about 30, he went into one of the biggest bodybuilding competitions and he placed fifth in Mr. North America. So his name's Joe Diodati. His name's Joe Diodati.
Okay,
And
yeah. Yeah.
From Canada. And anyways, he opened up a gym for men, and he built the biggest gym in all of Canada. It was like a 40,000 square foot men's gym, and with a pool, really, really cool. And anyways, in the 70s, he decided to open up a gym for women. So he spent years teaching me how to teach weight training for women. Before that, all I wanted to get myself in shape, but I tried aerobics and I found it really, really hard to do. And I thought, well, if this is what I got to do to get in shape, I'm not going to do it. So when he opened up a gym for me, which I was very blessed that he did that, he taught me how to teach weight training. And I just started, getting great results. And we had about 1,000 members, and all the members that followed our programs, their bodies just reshaped so nicely, and they burn body fat. And this is way before anything was written in the books, and there was no real research about how the importance of strong muscle. So this was way before that. And I was wondering, wow, this is amazing. I'm getting great results. Everybody's getting great results, but why? So now we know why, because a strong muscle burns fat and shapes the body. It fights against chronic conditions like osteoporosis, heart disease, diabetes, obesity. It's so great for the body. So, so great. And the mind too. And the
Yeah.
mind too. It makes you happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
So who's been a
Yeah.
hero for you? Who's been that inspiration in your life?
Pardon me?
Who's been that hero or inspiration in your
Well, my
life?
dad, my
Yeah.
dad, he taught me everything. He taught me everything. And he was a funny guy. He had a great personality, and he was just a great father. So he taught me everything I know about the weight training. And weight training is definitely key for the body.
Yeah. So if
Mhm.
you can meet anybody alive right now, maybe in the realm of fitness and health and beyond, that you find inspirational and spend some time with them, who would that be?
Right now, it would be Ernestine Shepherd.
Yeah.
Ernestine Shepherd. Have you heard of Ernestine?
I've heard of the name. Yeah.
Yeah, Ernestine, she's the oldest female. I tell the truth, I do meet with her. I meet with her once in a while, um, on Zoom. She does a little workout on Zoom. And she's the oldest female bodybuilder in the world.
Okay.
And she's about 90, close. No, she's about 87, 88 years old now. And she could bench press 100 pounds.
Wow.
Yes. And she's beautiful. She got a beautiful, beautiful, strong, strong body. And her body is, it's amazing. She's almost 90, and she looks like she's maybe her body is like 40, 50. It's just a strong, healthy body.
Yeah.
So yes, she's such an inspiration. She works out like harder than the way I would work out. She really pushes herself in the gym, where with my system, oh, by the way, these are, oh yes, my little weights. My father invented these weights to allow me to go ahead and work out, but I work out light. I don't use heavy weight. I don't go and use a lot of heavy weight because I just too much work.
Yeah.
Too much work, but I just use the light weights, and I teach women and men how to weight train with the lighter weights.
So when
So,
you look back on your career, what period of your career was the most, maybe the toughest, but you grew the most and the outcome was really positive? Was there a time where you really got groomed into this industry and you felt like you were coming into your own?
okay. So a tough time in our industry. Uh, yeah. Well, at one time, after my father, our gym, he had a fire at the gym. We had about 7 years into. Well, he had the gym for quite a few years, but when we put our women's club in there, so that was a difficult time because, obviously we had took time to um, go ahead and fight against the insurance company. But in the meantime, I moved to California. So that was sort of a transitional time. But, I find it all worked out in those 7 years it took my father to fight the insurance company to win the battle in the courts. he invented his weights, which was wonderful. So something good, whatever happens to me, I'm okay because I know that something good always comes about from it. So anyways, he invented the diadotics, and so now I'm teaching all over the place, and I'm certifying people how to weight train, because I find that I'm getting off track here, but
Oh, you're
anyways,
fine.
that was the time that was the time, the transition, and then moving out here and to California. But California is beautiful, and
Yeah.
so it's all good.
Yeah, for sure. So of everything that you've done and achieved in your career, what are you the proudest of?
I'm the proudest of writing the programs for. I have a simplistic workout for the general population to follow, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm also very, very proud of the work that I'm doing in for people with dementia and people that have mobility issues. And the programs I've written for them, and like today, I'll like on the average, I go to 3 places a day where I teach, I do like 45-minute sessions. And the people are so, so appreciative of the workouts, because a lot of people with mobility issues, I understand that they really don't get the rehabilitation that they should have. They don't get the rehabilitation that they should have. So I go in there, and it's just like it's a rehab type workout for them. So they're getting stronger. And I have people in my class that are, 102, 103. I have all ages in my class, but they're getting stronger. And as I'm at quite a few assisted living centers. So I'm really, really proud of that. I'll show you my little, this is, this is our little book here, Diatic Strength, Health and Balance for Seniors.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm certifying people to go into the assistant living centers, because what I found is in the assistant living centers, it's could be pretty boring for them. They don't do a lot, so I go in there and they work out, and they got something to look forward to. They're looking forward to getting stronger. Whereas a lot of times when you go into a assistant living center or a nursing home, you think that's it for me. But if you know that you can get stronger, it just makes them feel great. So that's what I'm mostly proud of.
So if you had a dream tonight, you ran into the 18-year-old version of you, and you could give that young version of you a piece of advice based on this life you've led, the wisdom you've gained along the way, what advice would you give your younger self?
Hmm. Okay. Let me see. Well, for me, I believe because I read the Bible a lot, and I get a lot of direction from the Bible. And I didn't really start reading the Bible till I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
So I think I tell myself to start reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, everyone has a perception of you, family,
Mhm.
friends, clients, colleagues, everyone around you, but you run the show. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
Who do I think I am? Boy, you got some cool little questions.
Yeah.
I think I'm all that. I'm
That's
joking.
right. There you go.
That's funny. Who do I think I am? I think I am. I I like to have. I like to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm happy-go-lucky. I'm not serious. I don't like to be serious. Banks make me really nervous. You walk in the bank, everybody's so quiet.
Yeah.
So, um, what was your question again?
So like everybody has a perception. There's all these perceptions of who we are and different roles we play in life, with family and friends and business. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're the driving force behind who you are. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
Okay. Okay. Well, I think I am um, a person who wants to love a lot of people. I love people. I really really love people. So that's my perception is I love everybody, you know, and I want the best for everybody. I want people to um not, not have all those. There's so many people are really acting crazy these days.
Yeah.
Their mind is obviously there's something going on in their mind that's causing them to do a lot of stupid stuff. So my perception of myself is somebody that who wants to really really help people be happy, because being happy and peaceful, and that's why I mentioned the Bible. What I you learn from the Bible is you get a lot of peace. So yeah, so that's that's where I'm at. That's what I want people to get strong, happy. And the thing is, if you're not, the only way you're going to really get um, feel happy is you have to physically feel good too. So if you ignore your body and you don't strengthen your body and do what's good for your body, you're not going to feel good. And if you don't feel good, you can't really necessarily be happy. So
Yeah.
it's all together. So yeah, so that's somebody that's going to go out there and help a lot of people be strong and happy and happy and healthy. So that's my perception of myself.
So
Mhm.
since the pandemic, do you see an uptick in people wanting to take care of themselves more?
Um, you know what? I don't get out very much. I
Yeah.
spend a lot of time in assisted living centers.
Okay.
So um I think I you know I yeah, so I spend a lot of time in assisted living centers, and but then I think to a certain degree, I think people are really confused about what to do with exercise. And that's what I want to go ahead and help them. Did you know that like Pilates, a lot of people talk about Pilates. Pilates doesn't even have a trademark on their system.
Wow.
Yeah, I could go and stand in the corner and say it's Pilates and nobody
Yeah.
could say a thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Exactly.
So there's a lot of a lot of confusion out there about what to do and that with exercise. So with me, I my goal is to go ahead and just educate people and direct them to do the right thing. And they don't have to really kill themselves with exercise. They just have to be consistent, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So speaking of, that's a perfect segue. If anyone wants to reach out, learn more about what you're doing, get healthy, how can they do that? What's the good business?
Oh, my. Go ahead and say that again.
Just however, if people want to reach out to you, or if they want to
Oh,
learn more about what
yes.
you're doing,
They could just go
hire
to my
you.
website. They could just go to my website at deodotics.com. They
Okay.
just go to my website and I have yeah, I have my workouts, and it's basically my workouts good for everybody, no matter your age. You could do the workouts. And yeah, just go on online there.
Okay.
So mhm.
Perfect. This has been
Yeah.
wonderful. Anne Marie, thank you so much for your story. Thank you for your time. Keep doing the wonderful
Okay.
work.
Okay, thank you. Had some good questions.
Yeah, I was trying to get to the heart of the matter. You did wonderful. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.